So it has been 2 years since I've made a self-harm video, and a lot of my life has happened, good and bad, and I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about where I am now. Just because of my track record. If you guys have been following me, been subscribed, you guys will know that I have been clean, have relapsed, tried to be clean again, and it has been a cycle. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So, after I made that 1 year update, I actually went about a half a year. So I was about a year and a half clean. But things happen, you know, life happens, and like I said before, self-harm is an addiction like any other. Once you do finally overcome it, it's great, but if you're still in the stages of having relapses and stuff, it's really hard. So yeah, and I'm going to be like completely like honest with you guys and everything in this video. So after that year and a half of being clean, if you guys watch my vlog channel, after high school, things just kind of got nuts, and I was going from like job to job to job, and things were just completely like, I don't know, I don't even know what was going on. Life just kind of got hard to deal with, and I'm not saying that that's an excuse. It's not. It's just I basically went back to my old ways of dealing with it. Also, I got really in deep depression. There was a point where I was kicked out of my house, and that is pretty much what made it worse. So yeah, after that I like got really bad again, and was like cutting myself like multiple times a week, and like every week. And then it got bad to the point where once again I sometimes wouldn't like cut myself over the fact that I was hurting or like I was upset. I would cut myself just because I wanted to, and because I like wanted to see blood and wanted new scars. Like I was a very, very, very sick person. So yeah, I was happy that I was clean for a year and a half, and you know, when I started again, before I started again, I tried going to help, to like friends and stuff for help, but in that moment I was also losing all my friends, literally, like I'm not even lying. A lot of people were like exiting my life, and like, or they were like, hey, we shouldn't really talk, or like, hey, I don't really want to talk to you, it's probably best, and it just bugged me. So I went into a deeper hole and got really bad, and ended up with worse scars than what I have had before. So yeah. So the thing is, for me, I was either chain smoking cigarettes and not cutting myself, or I was cutting myself multiple times a week, every week, and not smoking. It was one or the other, or it was both, and I couldn't get out of the cycle, and I didn't know why. And then I want to say about 5 months ago. 6 months ago. And this is going to sound bad, but like I said, I'm not going to hide anything from you guys, and I'm going to be totally and completely honest with you guys. So about 6 months ago, I got a really good job after leaving a job that made me incredibly depressed and kind of made me self-harm more, just because I couldn't stand that job. My boss made me miserable. I wasn't making a lot of money, but it was the only income I had, so I had to stay there. But then I found this different job, and at this job I have to wear a uniform. Like, I can't like wear like long sleeves or anything. I have to wear like short sleeved shirts. So when I first started the job, I was still very depressed, very anxious, very sick in the head. And but having this job basically made me stop cutting myself, because I have no way to hide it. And that sounds bad because the only thing holding me back is my job. And I mean, here I am now talking about it, and I'm okay. I'm really okay. I'll be honest, I really am okay. I have 2 jobs now, and I'm able to pay for more. I have better friends. I'm in a better place in life. But basically what I wanted to talk about with this was, I had friends when I was going through this that would get mad at me, and they weren't supportive, or they weren't there for me. Like, I get it. It's upsetting that your friend is hurting themselves, but it made me cut myself more when they would get mad at me, because I felt like I deserved it because I was such a piece of shit person. And I'll be honest, there are times where life just gets a little rough and I want to go back to it. But looking back on it, I am proud of myself that I was able to stop for a year and a half, because I never thought I would. And then I never thought I would get back into it, just because the reason why I stopped was such a severity. I never thought I would go back to it, because I literally almost died over it. And the fact that I still have like tics bugs me and makes me angry at myself, but I have to remember that I can't be mad at myself because I got into an addiction. Self-harm is literally an addiction like anything else, because when you cut yourself, you release endorphins that make everything seem okay. And that's kind of what happens with like alcohol and drugs. And that's why it is so hard to stop it. And that's why I didn't like when my friends were just like, you just need to cut it out. Like, it's not that easy when you've been doing it since you were a preteen, and that was your coping mechanism for everything. And as an adult now, I'm not saying that like, oh, people who self-harm are stupid and you guys shouldn't do that, and like, why would you do that to yourself? Because I completely understand. And yes, even when I was young, I did know it was stupid, and I know you shouldn't do that to yourself, because what is the point? And I really want to stop. I really do. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be doing this, just because I'm trying to begin to learn to love myself, and I'm trying to get to that point where I am happy with the person I am, which is part of a reason why I'm not wearing makeup. I mean, of course I have to have my eyebrows done because I only have like half a brow, so that would just look weird for you guys, and I don't want to do that because that's all you guys would stare at in this whole video, so I'm sorry. But I am planning a tattoo to cover up my arm, the arm that I cut on the most, because I feel like if I have a beautiful piece of art on there, something that I love, something that I see as like super beautiful, why would I want to ruin that? So yeah, I don't want to do that. I really want to break this cycle just because it is so unhealthy and not a way to live and to deal with things. I'm trying to learn to deal with things so much differently than what I have been dealing with them with, and I need to stop being so angry with myself over things I can't change. But this is something I can change and do better. You know, like I said, relapse sometimes is needed in order for you to realize just how bad your addiction is, and once it opens your eyes, you want to change completely. So yeah, sorry this was kind of a long video, but I knew it would be because of my situation. But anyway, you know, if you guys are struggling with self-harm, stop beating yourself up over it. You're gonna get over it. You're gonna stop doing it. I promise you, you can end it. Just like any other addiction, you can get past it. I know it's hard. I know it seems like it's impossible, but you can do it. I believe in you. You know, and if you need someone to talk to you about stopping, and or about if you're doing it, or you need someone to talk to before you start doing it, I will be there, and I won't get mad at you, and you know, I won't make you feel bad for it, just because I know what it's like. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you're watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, I guess, if that's what you want to do. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.